All right, light your pumpkins because we are live. Let's see who else is awake and alive out there tonight. Happy Michael Myers Monday, everybody. Good to see everybody. I see a lot of familiar names already checking in the live chat. Of course, Chad Francis, Phil, the great David Suber. I see Ryan Korn. That was awfully nice for our friends Sean and Christopher to wrap up their live stream tonight just ahead of us, giving us a great lead in. I know Ryan was over there watching that as I was. We'll talk about that later. I see who else is up in here right now. I see Patrick Ring. Happy Michael Myers Monday, man. Ken, there we are. Awesome. Let's see. Titan. It's spooky month. Yeah, every month is spooky around here, of course. There's Summit. Rock on, man. What's up? Fazbear, you are here on time this week, brother. Awesome. Happy Michael Myers Monday, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well this week. If you're new here, I'm Matt Arts with Halloween Daily News, and this is our weekly live transmission, our open forum where we connect with the Halloween franchise fans and talk all things Michael Myers and everything about the Halloween movie franchise and go over any news, which there's not really much or pretty much any of this week, but I still got a few things we can talk about. And I got a fun flashback clip we can look at in just a little bit. And for those of you returning, happy Michael Myers Monday, guys. Welcome back, and thanks for being here. I hope you had a good holiday weekend. I hope you had a good Memorial Day, and are enjoying this day, this evening. Like I said, I know some of us were just watching the Malfunction channel, Sean Clark over there, and it was kind of an impromptu thing with two heads mini episode with Christopher Nelson jumping on there, and I was just over there enjoying them just a little bit ago. Yes, Ken. Pantera. Yes, you guys saw my Pantera headbanging video. I figured some of you might like that. We've been talking a little bit more music here and there, and just learning more about you guys. I see we've got some similar musical tastes. So yeah, I didn't even know what that filter was. I saw that the fire thing, and I just clicked on it, and that's not what I was expecting. But yeah, I love Pantera, so so that's where that came from, and kicking off Michael Myers Memorial Monday, right? So again, happy Michael Myers Monday, everybody. Thank you for being here, and you don't have to drink every time I say Michael Myers Monday, but I tend to, so happy Michael Myers Monday. There's Jake Blaster Productions. What's up, man? Thanks for being here. Yes. Good to see everybody here tonight. Again, while notifications are going out and everybody's still kind of finding their way into tonight's live stream, I'm going to do let me reach over here, a quick little in-stock update. We got just a few more of these bad boys. This is yet another of the Halloween 1978 Michael Myers Deluxe Mask by Trick or Treat Studios. $59.99 plus shipping. We've got a couple more in stock right now. Our calendar is starting to fill up with some conventions later on in the year, and as live events are starting to come back, for better or for worse, it's happening, and I'm being on the positive side and looking forward to getting back out there and seeing some friends. So we've got the 78 still in stock, and we do still have some of the 2018s. And like I said, this is a new batch. This is our brand new batch of 2018s, and this one, like I've shown in previous weeks, you can see the tag there. It's got the 2018 down there on the tag, which previous batches that we had for sale never had that. It just listed 2018 like the original poster did. But now they're noting that it is the 2018 version. Also, the mouth is sealed shut on this one, and on pretty much all of them that I looked at in this batch that we currently have. see, there's Visible Saint. Welcome, man. Happy Michael Myers Monday. All right, and I do want to remind you guys, because I'm going to be talking just a little bit about Halloween 3 in a minute. Got a small little Halloween 3 item. We've got officially licensed Halloween 3 wall decor. You can see this is like over 12 inches tall, each piece is. And we've got 4 pieces that come in this set. Let me pull this over here. Where are we at? Yeah. Here, check this out. There's the 4 pieces that come with this for just $10. And you can see that you get one of each of the trick-or-treaters wearing each of the big 3 Silver Shamrock masks. And basically what I call the poster piece. It's not exactly that poster, but it is reminiscent of that famous poster. But then you've got the cartoon trick-or-treaters up top. Again, these sets, which are ridiculously affordable, actually, at just $10. These sets are super nice. They are meant to be like the old school Bystol cardboard cutout decorations that many of us remember. There you go. There's a good shot of that. So we've got a few more of these left in stock. And while I'm talking about that, we've also got part 4 as well. And there's a good look at Michael right there. And it's got some really cool pieces on the included in the part 4. That one also comes with 4 pieces. And you can take a look at that over here. You can see it's got that shot of Michael kind of coming out of the closet. A great shot of a maniacal Loomis. A great shot of Jamie Lloyd right there. And then you've got kind of an homage to, I guess, the opening credits sequence that we all love so much from that film with, of course, the mailbox with the skeleton on it and just the ghost swinging from the tree, the ghost decoration, and a really cool look at the mask right there. That's actually the H4 mask looking as awesome as it's ever looked. H4 not one of my absolute favorite masks, but these decorations absolutely do it justice. And I mean, you look at Loomis and Jamie there. Again, both these sets are just $10. And we've also got the Halloween 78 set as well. And that comes with actually 6 pieces, including a 31-inch tall posable Michael Myers. I'm not going to pull those out right now. You can see some of them behind me. This one back here, and this pumpkin over here. And you can't really see the Myers house behind me. But so we've got all of those in stock right now and a bunch of other stuff as well. And we got some other items coming later this year. But as far as the franchise, you know, that's what we've got right this minute in stock. We do have the alternate editions of those masks, like the Boogeyman 78 and the Bloody 2018, and a few other items. But that's some of our in stocks at the moment. Chad Francis with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Chad. That is so much appreciated, man. Thank you so much. Everybody, let's toast Chad. Thank you. And as usual, the super chat is enabled, and I'm gonna try to respond and get to all you guys. Again, it's a pretty slow week as far as news. Nothing really big happening. As far as the franchise, and obviously today being a holiday, nothing was really going on and no breaking stories. But that being said, I do have a couple just little items that we're following and a few things that I haven't mentioned yet that I just want to bring to your attention. And then, like I said, I do have a fun clip from 40 Years of Terror I'm going to play in just a little bit and share some some tweets and Instagram posts like we always do. And but yeah, if you've got a question, feel free. Don't be shy. Feel free to chime in. Uh, feel free to chime in on the live chat. I'll try to get to everybody. You know, if I miss you, I apologize in advance. But certainly the super chats I can see and give that attention. But if it's just a friendly donation like Chad, then we're just gonna pause long enough for a toast. So let's everybody happy Michael Myers Monday, Chad. All right, now see more people keep filtering in. Patrick's got the masks and they're great, or maybe you mean the wall decor. In either case, they're both. Yeah, I mean, I just love. I'm always talking about that wall decor because that's some of my favorite products from Trick or Treat Studios that they started putting out. Excuse me. Yeah, David's right. That's the scene of Loomis freaking out, looking up the stairs in the climax of the movie. One of the best parts of the movie. Darlene, welcome. Happy Michael Myers Monday. I see Sammy's also joined us. Happy Michael Myers Monday, everybody. And again, we also, while I'm doing the in stock, since it's right here, don't want to forget about these badass new H2 keychains. Officially licensed. And again, they are super affordable as well. What are the keychains? I think they're like $12 as well. Yeah, the H2 keychains are $12 as well. Something else that is not happening right now, but I just want to bring your attention to that is happening right now as far as not this franchise, but a lot of you guys love Captain Spaulding and, of course, the House of a Thousand Corpses. Well, I just want to bring it to your attention real quick that we are taking pre-orders on this brand new figure. Now, this is different than what Trick or Treat Studios has done before. This is an actual action figure, meaning you'll be able to squeeze his legs and his arms will move, and it'll be like they call it the pistol whipping, the finger licking pistol whipping Captain Spaulding action figure. And I bring this to your attention only because, of course, we're taking pre-orders on that. If you're a fan of Spaulding, you want to take advantage of that. But, of course, I had to ask, are there going to be more of those? Because they've already put out, their first venture into action figures, Trick or Treat Studios I'm talking about. Their first venture into action figures was this year with the 1/6 scales that are pretty high dollar. They're $120 each. We've got a couple 78s as well. But these figures, if you see, they are pre-ordered at just $20 each, $19.99, and so a lot more affordable. They're only going to be 5 and 3/4 inch tall, and the only articulation is just going to be the arms moving. But it's going to come in the retro packaging and everything. And so, yes, the answer is yes. There are going to be others from other franchises, not this year though, but they're working out those deals right now. And when I say not this year, not before Halloween, but that doesn't mean that this calendar year it might not be announced. And that, one of those figures they're going to be trying to get out is a Myers, if not multiple Myers, like in the 1/6 scale. They did the 78, the H4, the H5, and the H2018. So, just want to bring all that to your attention while we're talking about that. And staying on the let me pull over here to Waxwork Records. Now, this is not a brand new item that is out now. You've probably seen it. It's been out a little bit, but they've got them all in stock right now. And I haven't talked about them here on a Monday night, but we've been talking again about music. And this kind of ties in with that conversation about music. I don't know if you guys play vinyl or collect vinyl, but Waxwork Records, they put out John Carpenter's soundtracks and many of the soundtracks to the Rob Zombie films just recently. They've done like the whole franchise on vinyl in recent years, over the years. And but they in recent years started doing these horror themed what they call spinatures, and they're basically a bust of a famous horror figure, and like Michael Myers from Halloween 2 is one of them, and it spins on your turntable. And not only do they have Halloween 2, they've got the universal license because they've got 3 from Halloween 3, and they are all in stock right now. Let's see if we can. I'll just show you this video they've got. There, you can see. There they are, and these things are badass. And Ken out there, one of our watchers, one of our friends out there tonight, he's actually posted on his Instagram that he owns these guys. And again, there's a Michael from Halloween 2 as well. But these things are badass. Spinatures. And again, that's available from Waxwork Records. And you can order them right now at, here's the website, waxworkrecords.com. And you can see they've got Creature from the Black Lagoon, They Live. Of course, there's a look at the box they come in. And there's the Michael. They've also got Frankenstein and the Bride. Yeah. And again, pretty damn affordable if you ask me. At $24, I mean, they're 4 inches tall. They're not, giant. But, for somebody like me, I mean, I don't know. Do you guys tell me, do you play vinyl records? Do you collect vinyl? I mean, I've got some records, but my vinyl is actually pretty much from the time when they were still, that was the primary format. And some thrift store finds over the years. A few cool, 99 cents or even cheaper, like 5 cents a record at the thrift store sometimes. I find some. But I don't even know. We might have a working record player somewhere in this house. But these are items that I would own just to have on a shelf. I mean, if you're like me, then you understand. And there's a little bit of that video of Michael spinning. Yeah, so Waxwork Records always hooking it up when it comes to this franchise. Always doing a great job on items from this franchise. And so, yeah, they've got all 4 of them as of this broadcast in stock, and other ones. So go grab them. Like I said, Ken let us know. Oh, there we go. There we go. Ken can let us know how badass they are in person. But I saw the Instagram post. He tagged us on Instagram, and they look great. Chad says he has records. Yeah, I mean, again, I've got a few. I'm not like I don't get a lot of new vinyl like I probably should, as far as some of these soundtracks, even like some even just from a collector's standpoint. But I haven't gotten into the vinyl renaissance as much as a lot of people. Again, what I've got are things that I own from back in the day in some cases, and a lot of things that I have found really cheap over the years at different places, collector's items, bands that I really dig, like Black Sabbath, stuff like that. There's Byron checking in. What's up, man? Welcome. Happy Michael Myers Monday. Darlene loves the keychain. Yeah, the keychain's really nice, and it's metal too. It's not too heavy, but it's just heavy enough. And yeah, I mean H2, Dick Warlock, Michael Myers. There you go. Hopefully that's a little bit in focus for you. But a super affordable deal. I see El Senor Dia Creepy Pastero has checked in. Hola, mi amigo. That's about as far as my Spanish goes, I admit. But welcome. Happy Michael Myers Monday. Is that asking por qué Michael Myers is famoso? Is that asking why Michael Myers is famous? Sabbath, yes. Yeah. David, I know you know what's up. Yeah, we got some metalheads out there. Some of you guys are like me. You guys are got good musical taste, some of you guys. Rock on. Senior says, Me gusta tu lavero de Michael Myers. I know that's Me gusta. I like the lavero. I don't know what that, but I'm sure I agree. Happy Michael Myers Monday. Let's see. Reckon Plane will find them. Halloween Kills is gonna be nuts. Yes, it's gonna. Yeah, I agree there. Chad says he's famous for killing. Yes, yes. David says metal all the way. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, that Pantera thing is pretty awesome. Um, saw them in concert a bunch of times back in the day as well. Yeah, we're gonna just have to talk music on one of these weeks. Just have a whole themed music thing. Someone's asking if I listen to Ghost. Any favorite film scores? I do listen to some Ghost. I didn't get into them or haven't gotten into them as big as again some people have, I know. But what I've heard and I like them. I can't say they're like one of my favorites, but yeah, I like them. I really like the whole the imagery and everything and the stage presence. I always like obviously dark horror related theatrics with bands. So yes, but I'm not super familiar with them. I've never seen them in concert or anything. I don't own any of their albums, but you know, I've heard some of their. I guess are hits even a thing now? But I've heard some of their stuff. Hopefully, you weren't getting too much delay on that. Chad says, love Pantera. Saw them on the Great Southern Train-Kill tour in Montreal. Yep, I saw that tour. Saw them in a couple tours. Let's see. A couple other quick little news items. And again, I mean, it's been pretty silent this week. I mean, Funko gave us a great gift last Monday with the release of all those, or the reveal of all those upcoming products. It's been pretty quiet, and obviously with it being Memorial Day weekend, but we could speculate that what's about to happen and what's about to come, But I did. This isn't a news thing, but this is just a thing. We've done features on HalloweenDailyNews.com over the years. I've got a whole subsection of Halloween references, and this ties into music too. I'll touch on this in a minute too, because Michael Myers references in music is a whole other thing. But there's dozens and dozens, if not hundreds, of movies and TV shows that have referenced this franchise, and in many, many cases, Michael Myers specifically over the years. So many. And whenever I catch it, I always try to real quick write it down or make a note of it or something and email it to myself. If I hear him mentioned in the lyrics of a song or something, same thing. So I'm just always watching, and it's just unbelievable how often it happens. It happens all the time. And I've written a lot of articles about it, but they don't even start to cover as many as I've found over the years. And so just real quick, this is not news in any way, but this is this is geekdom. This is Michael Myers fandom right here. And so I was watching just the few days ago, I guess it was this past week, the newest Borat film. It was nominated for an Oscar. The girl in it, and you know, the Borat sequel, the recent one with Rudy Giuliani and all that stuff, and it's on Amazon Prime. And I don't know if you guys have seen it or whatever, or care to watch it, but sure enough, within the first, it's actually at a little bit over the 7-minute mark. Uh, as soon as he gets to America, who do we see? The Shape, right there, in the new Borat movie, the Oscar-nominated uh, Borat subsequent movie film, they call it. And again, you can go to our site, and I'll actually put a link when I'm done here down in the bottom of this video if you're watching this on a replay, because we've got a whole subsection of the website dedicated to references like that in various movies, whether it's Stranger Things or just all kinds of things over the years, and that's just a tiny one, but I just thought that was interesting on an especially slow news week. Another thing, this is more of a reminder, but as live events are coming back and are getting gearing up to start happening again, and I see Byron says WWE is bringing back fans in July to full capacity. Yeah, yeah. I feel I see Jeremy in Reno says it's hilarious talking about Borat. I assume, yeah, it's pretty. It is great. Um, yeah, I highly recommend it. Not hard, not Michael Myers, but hey, it's Michael is present everywhere, and I just find it that in itself hilarious that he's not even in America. It's literally the first 7 minutes, less than 8 minutes into the film, and nothing says America quite like Michael Myers. Actually, I have that exact same sticker, that exact same decal, actually on on the back of my SUV. Anyway, moving on. PJ Souls is going to be at, well, actually, July 4th weekend, she's going to be at our Mad Monster party in Arizona. Our friends at Mad Monster. But then, just less than a month after that, she's going to be in Williamsburg, Virginia, and we're going to be at that one as well. And that's at Scares That Care Charity Weekend 7. It's happening July 30th through August 1st. And again, that's in Williamsburg, Virginia. PJ obviously excited to get back to conventions because she's, like I said, she's going to be at Mad Monster Party even before that. That's happening July 4th weekend. Also, there's some news there. Our friends at Mad Monster are coming back here to North Carolina this September, Labor Day weekend, actually, for their first ever Mad Monster Expo. Normally it's the Mad Monster Party, but they're doing this fall event, pre-fall, I guess. It's still officially summer, but Labor Day weekend, unofficial start of fall. But it's the Mad Monster Expo, and it looks like we're going to be heading out to that one as well and going to have a fun time there. So if any of you guys that have ever connected with us or we've met at Mad Monster Party, I know some of you, David, we've connected there. It does look like we're going to be at Mad Monster Expo. Now, he has not announced any guests for that yet. There's some teasers as to who some of them are going to be if you look at the website, madmonsterexpo.com. But I got a feeling there's probably going to be somebody from the franchise, at least at the horror party, the Mad Monster Party, which is a straight horror convention. He's always got one of the Michael Myers actors or somebody like PJ from the franchise. So I imagine there's a good chance there'll be somebody from the franchise there. In any case, it's going to be a fun event, and like I said, we're going to be there. And here it is again. That's the dates for you: July 30th, 31st, and August 1st. All right, and we got one other bit of encouraging uh, news regarding something that I talked a little bit about last week. And again, this is not something that I've reported on the website or really even talked about in social media other than during these lives. But it's looking more and more like it is going to happen that Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios Hollywood has not announced anything officially yet. But as restrictions keep getting lifted, and fingers crossed, and hoping that we there's no spikes after all the travel this weekend or anything like that. If everything keeps going in this direction, now the Orlando park has already announced that they are doing in-person horror nights this year. Hollywood has not made that announcement quite yet, but I talked last week about how there is some evidence out there pointing to that one of the mazes could very well be a Halloween 3 Season of the Witch maze. And so this week, they another photo surfaced on Twitter, and we're going to go over and look at that right now. Here we can see, this is from Cody Breedlove at Dark Lotus 69, and you can see he's tagging our friend Darcy the Mail Girl of the Joe Bob Show. Look what I spotted at Universal Studios Hollywood, and if you can see that picture right there, that is a building with a sign that has the Silver Shamrock logo and the words Silver Shamrock painted in green. It looks very much like right underneath it could have the words something like Final Processing or Novelties. And this coupled again with what we saw last week, which was photos of another section of the park where it had the Rose of Shannon Motel, a sign that said Rose of Shannon Motel. And if you know the film well enough, then you know that that is the motel where Dan Chalice and Stacey Nelkin's character stay, and where Marge Gutman is killed by the mask. So this is just a little more evidence, that for the first time, Universal might be making a haunted maze based on Halloween 3, Silver Shamrock, the whole deal. They've done Halloween 78, they've done Halloween 2, and they've done Halloween 4. And there have been Halloween 3 Easter eggs throughout those mazes. You can search YouTube and see walkthroughs of those mazes in years past. And they did have the masks and little Silver Shamrock Easter eggs throughout. So, like I said last week, I mean, this is not definite by any means. It's not confirmed. But I expect any day now, especially now that we're getting officially into summer. And again, I think the big test is kind of this holiday weekend as far as COVID numbers. And if things don't start trending out of control again, I think you're going to see a lot more announcements from places like Universal Studios talking about their plans moving forward as far as fall. California, in a different situation than Florida, both politically and data wise. So, but that's very exciting. I mean, again, I don't know about you guys, but I would love to see an H3 maze. I don't see myself necessarily making it out to Hollywood to attend it this year, but you never know. Anything's possible. And I'd love if Orlando did it, but like we talked about last week, I pointed out they do the speculation maps, and that was from HN Nightmares. They are a Orlando-based site that follows the developments of Horror Nights super closely. That's all they do. And they do these spec maps every year. And on their most recently updated speculation map for what they were thinking is most likely to go into Hollywood, one of the mazes is Halloween 3. And so this just seems to, confirm it even more. Again, not confirmed, but something, like I said last week, that I'm keeping an eye on, something that it looks, I mean, unless that photo is completely doctored, which is possible, but I don't think so. I don't think anybody, you know, wants to to start that rumor that in front of it. The only other thing that it might be is again one of the other movies officially, or like a Halloween franchise type thing with some serious Season of the Witch Easter eggs happening in there, which would be cool in itself. So, um, one thing I did want to mention back on the references, not to backtrack, but I did actually put a link before we started because I was going to tell you guys about this. And I want to get your input because you might know some that I'm forgetting or not thinking about. But I just want you guys to, excuse me. Happy Michael Myers Monday, everybody. I just want you guys to think about this just a little bit. David says would love to be there same weekend as Dragon Con. Okay. Byron's talking about the 4K Steelbook. Nice. Anyway, I created a playlist over on Spotify. Like I said, we've got a whole section about Halloween references in movies, but there's also a ton of references in songs. And so I actually created a Michael Myers playlist on Spotify, and I made it public, and I put the link down in this description. You guys can check it out. I've only got 10 songs in there right now, and I know there's others, and these are songs that either are about or reference in the lyrics at some point Michael Myers or even this franchise in some way. And I know there's some other ones out there, and so I'd love to hear you guys' input. But I've got a couple on there, just some fun tracks, stuff that you may or may not know about. And like I said, we might have to do a special event for one of these where we're just talking music one night or something. Because I mean, just Halloween music versus Halloween songs versus Halloween franchise specific songs. I mean, you're talking about. But I've got playlists for all that stuff, and I dig all that stuff. So but yeah, there are some. My personal favorite is Wednesday 13's Haddonfield. It rocks. It's a great song, great lyrics. I love it. But we've got stuff like The Meteors, Michael Myers, and then they've even got one called Halloween Scream, where it samples the movie. Of course, Standing in the Dark, we talked about that before. And I actually didn't even know until I was putting together this playlist this past week that there's an acoustic version of Standing in the Dark out there as well by Ice Nine Kills that I actually love almost as much as the regular metal version. So, yeah. Anyway, we could talk more about that. Another one is Rob Zombie. He wrote a song called Michael. But I don't have anything queued up on here, and obviously we can't really play the music during this. But check out that playlist and let me know what I missed, what's not on there, and let me know, and I'll add it to the playlist. And maybe like next week, if we're running, low on news or something, we can talk about it. If not that week, then at some point. Because I'd love to hear, what you guys think of this list, if there are some that you had never heard of before, and what you think of them, and if there are others. Because I know there are others that mention Michael, even just in passing. But there's some good ones on there. Cypress Hill with Tom Morello doing Rise Up. I mean, that was one. I remember when it came out, I was like, holy shit. Like, one of my favorite guitar players ever, one of my favorite rap bands ever, and they're mentioning Michael at the same time. I mean, could get much better. I was geeking out. But Byron saying I have Spotify. Yes, I'm on Spotify. It's just my own name is Matt Arts. I should have a Halloween Daily account, but yeah, I put that. Most of my stuff is private on there, but I do have a few public playlists, and that one I made public, and I did link it before we went live here tonight. So check that out. Sammy says there's a NECA Halloween 2 2-pack hitting shelves at Target right now featuring Loomis and Laurie. They're retailing for around $60. Yes. Yep. yeah, I got to get my hands on that. I still need that one and the Halloween 3 NECA pack with the clothed trick or treaters. Yeah, I gotta get my hands on those. I don't own them yet, but I really want to. Yukino XK, I'm a new fan of the franchise. Anything I should know? Oh wow, guys, I'll let you guys take that. Anything they should know to a new fan of the franchise? Ah, um, yeah, where to begin, right? Yeah, Summit says we could do a discussion about favorite Halloween themed songs, meaning the holiday. Lots of tunes out there. Absolutely. Yeah, I would like to do that. Like I said, because I've got multiple playlists. I've got some where it's Halloween songs, where it's specifically about the holiday, or again, mentioning the holiday directly. Others where it's just what I call Halloween music, where it might be soundtrack music, and it might be just spooky songs that don't even mention Halloween or aren't about Halloween, but they're still like kind of perfect for the season. Something like Werewolves of London, which, you know, you can't argue that's a perfect song for Halloween, even though it never really mentions the holiday or anything in it. But, you know, stuff like that. So, yeah, I've got playlists like that stuff, and I get into all that. And so since I'm seeing that some of you are in to some of the same things that musically that I'm into, you know, we could talk more about that on future, future broadcasts, future Monday nights, or other nights. You know, if we're not even doing limiting it to Michael Myers stuff. But yeah, I just started putting together some of the songs that just off the top of my head, and yeah, it's about 40 minutes worth on there right now. All right, what else did? Okay, now I'm gonna catch my breast. I'm gonna catch my breast. Yeah, I'm gonna catch my breath for a minute and play you guys a flashback clip. And this is from another one from 2018 when we went to the 40 Years of Terror event in South Pasadena, California. And this is a clip. It's about 9 minutes long, and this is from the Halloween '78 panel. Now, this was a massive panel, and this is just a little bit of it, but this is from the beginning of it, and they start at the beginning. And what you're going to hear is basically a bit of the origin of the '78 classic, the one that started it all. And it'll start with Irwin Yablans, producer, of course, and then you'll hear from Dean Cundy, cinematographer. Then you'll hear from Tommy Lee Wallace, and then you'll hear a little bit from Mr. Nick Castle. So I'm going to be here. I'm going to be listening along with you, hopefully, and hopefully there's no audio issues. If there is, just let me know, and I'll try to correct that. And I see Darlene is saying good night. All right, good night. Happy Michael Myers Monday. Thanks for stopping in. Ken's saying there's a rap artist named Esham. He mentioned Michael Myers. Okay, I'll definitely look for that. Chad saying, good night, guys. Happy Michael Myers Monday. And for the new guy, Halloween is best franchise. That's all you need to know. There you go. That's all you need to know. It's the best. Definitely the best in horror, for sure. And the best, the best, most passionate fan base out there. Yeah, the 40th con was a blast. Thanks, Sean Clark. Is Sean Clark in here? I saw somebody mention him earlier. I might have missed if he made a comment. If so, then thanks for being here, Sean. Happy Michael Myers Monday, man. All right. And yes, we all owe Sean a great debt of gratitude for putting together the H4O, having a major hand in that, obviously. So here's a clip, taking it back to 2018. Like I said, it's about 9 minutes long, and then I'll be back on here. And I'll still be here in the chat during. So here we go.
The idea to make a movie called Halloween came to me as a result of a movie called Assault on Precinct 13, which was made by a British man named John Carpenter. I distributed that movie and took it to London, where it received the first prize in the London Film Festival. So I knew I had to make it a movie with John. And I racked my brain, and one night on an airplane coming back from Italy, I thought about making a horror film because with the market of the movie, and I wanted to make it in one night because we could control the budget. And boom, Halloween popped into my head. I thought that Halloween had been done before. It turned out it never had been, and nor had the name ever been used in a movie before. That's quite amazing. And then I thought, yeah, let's terrorize some kids on how babysitters. Everybody's been a babysitter or had a babysitter or was a baby, you know. So I thought that would be a good come down. So the point I make here is that the two ideas were synonymous. They really came at the same time. When I got off the plane, I ran home. I told my wife what I thought about it, and she said, "Oh, that's exciting. Call John Carpenter right now." It was late. It was about 9:10 o'clock in the evening. I got John on the phone. I described what I wanted to do. He got it instantly. He got very excited. I said, "Let's meet the next morning. Let's talk about this." We met the next morning, and as he said, I don't remember this, but he said, over a tuna fish sandwich, we discussed how to make the movie. And I said, I wanted us to be Hitchcockian. I wanted it to be more like, I used the examples of Exorcist and Psycho, because each of those films showed very little. It was all imagination. It was called theater of the mind, because when I was a kid, we had radio. We didn't even have television. He understood it perfectly. John just agreed to everything we talked about. He was so excited. Although in those days, I think it would have been a movie about this microphone. You know, he was the hungry young filmmaker. And then he said, "I want my name above the title." And I thought that was so audacious. You know, he never made one movie, and now he wanted to live with it. I said, "Can you do this movie for $300,000? He said, "Yeah, I can do that." I said, "Well, you can have your name above the title. You can have anything you want." That's how it all started.
And so then John roped in some of his cohorts, Dean, Nick, Tommy. Talk about when we have more coming. Talk about when John and Deborah first approached you guys with this idea. Did they already have a script written, or you guys brought it even before that point?
Well, I had done probably about a dozen pardon me, my bowl backed up.
Is there any water?
So I had done about a dozen low-budget drive-in theater movies, and there's been a script supervisor on the show. Her name was Deborah Hill, and I worked with her on about 4 different movies. She always impressed me because not only was she taking notes and stuff, the script supervisor would, every now and then she'd come up and say, "You know, it seems to me like," and some story from her, whatever. So she was obviously more interested in film than just a job. And then one day I got a phone call from Deborah, and she said, "You know, there's this guy, and we're going to make this movie, and his name is John Carpenter. I think you guys would make a good team. Why don't you meet him?" And so I did. And apparently they thought it was okay to hire me. So I worked on the movie.
Hello, anybody here? Well, as some of you probably already know, John and I go back to childhood together. Same grade school, played in the orchestra, the whole deal, and we got very close as teenagers.
You go trick-or-treating?
No,
No.
not with John.
Did you babysit? No.
Yeah.
You did?
Anyway, we played music together, and that was really the basis of our friendship. Was making music and loving the Beatles and stuff like that. And then John, who knew what he wanted to do, film directing since age 9. I didn't know what a film director was, or that such a thing existed. But he was highly motivated, and when it came time to go off to find a film school, it was about halfway through his college experience in our local town. Is there any other family? Bowling Green? Bowling Green, Kentucky. Anyway, I helped him. I took him up to the college library. They had this big blue book of colleges. He focused on New York University, Florida, the cinema school at the University of Florida, and USC. And USC won out, and he headed off. And then after I graduated from art school in Ohio, I headed out west to join up with him. And so Halloween was his third feature. The first one was kind of a student film that got out of control. The second one was a legitimate feature with a schedule and a budget, 35 millimeter. We really thought we were grown-ups at that point. And Irwin was involved completely in Assault and thought of the title. Irwin's a good man with the title, as you now know. And so when Halloween came along, John loved working with friends, and so he turned to me and asked me if I could design a movie, art direct, design a movie. I said, oh, yeah, sure. Well, the less you know, the more confident you can be in your answer. So I just shrugged my shoulders and said, yeah, and kind of learned on the job. But that's how I got it.
Were you a childhood friend or you met at USC? What was, then you came on board.
If we're going in chronological order, I'm not sure. Well, maybe I'm the next
you're
in
next.
terms of that. But it was my job on the show was limited to, as you know, the running around in a rubber mask. So,
How do you know him?
but okay, yeah, that's what I'm going to get to.
Oh, okay.
But like Tommy, I knew John before his career took off, but not as far back as him. Grew up in Los Angeles and met him when we were all at the University of Southern California. We did shorts together, had a lot of fun. We sang together, had vanity rock and roll groups. So that was really our first love, let's face it. And but when John started to do his movies, I would go back, and the first one, Dark Star, which was started off as a short at film school. I worked in the background of that movie, and then when he made it into a feature, I went and helped him and Dan O'Bannon work on that, and then went off, to try to do my own movies.
I want to interject that Nick, those who know Dark Star, remember the beach ball alien creature. Nick played the feet of the beach ball. And to be honest with you, I think that John looked upon him as kind of his lucky charm, and so naturally turned to him to play the immortal part of the shape in Halloween.
And just jumping to that came about because they were really shooting this. Part of where they were shooting was in Hollywood, which was a couple miles or less from where I live. And I said, you know what? It's going to be so convenient for me to be on this set, watch you shoot, watch the crew. I want to be a director. Let me hang around. And he said, okay, put the mask on and you'll be here the whole time. So some things are done, with all kinds of creative reasons in mind. Some things are just done out of luck, and that's why I'm here 40 years later.
All right. So there you go. That was one of the many awesome memories from that weekend. And yes, it looks like the actual man himself, Sean Clark, is in the live chat, or was a few minutes ago. So thanks for being here, man. And everybody, all of you, thanks for being here. Happy Michael Myers Monday. Again, it's just my habit to say it. Take a drink. As we've been doing the last couple weeks, I put up a couple tweets and a couple Instagram posts to share. This hashtag, like I talk about every week, it's become kind of its own thing over the years, and it's always just fun and amazing to see all the different memes and GIFs that people come up with and videos that they do. And so for the last few weeks, I've been just picking out just a couple random tweets an Instagram post that jumped out for whatever reason on the day. And so I'm going to share just a couple of those right now. Let's here we go from Twitter. This is Jamie at the Shape03. And it's a meme. Can we all take a moment to celebrate the fact that a new Halloween film comes out this year? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if nothing else, I mean, come on. This is an amazing time to be a Halloween fan. I know it seems like we've been waiting and waiting forever for Halloween Kills and for a trailer and whatever, but I mean, for real, just take a minute and think of all the years in between Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 and 2018. And you know, I mean, yeah, this is a great time. And we know that Ends is going to be coming right after it. So can't argue with that one right there. This one's also from Twitter. And again, I love Linda Vanderclock on, she's at Totally Linda V. Again, this is the Halloween verse. I've shared this account before, but, you know, she's hilarious every week. And, yeah, if you guys are not keeping up with the Halloween verse on Twitter, it's seriously like the funniest thing going on right now involving this franchise. I mean, it's hilarious. And a few of them actually reached out to me after I kind of praised them one night on here, and they were very appreciative. And yeah, it's not one person; it is multiple people out there that assume these identities. And yeah, they're going to be reenacting the movies this fall and a lot of fun stuff. And they're doing watch-alongs right now. But this one, obviously, for Memorial Day, Linda says it's a holiday, and I'm drinking beer again. If Bob turns into a ghost tonight, I totally know who I'm going to call, and that's her and Bill Murray in Stripes. I mean, yeah, it just hits all the right notes, you know, witty, funny, lots of Easter eggs for fans. So I love that. Make sure you're following them and just following the Halloween verse in general. There's every character you can think of. I've talked about them before. I mean, literally every character you can think of from the franchise. Moving over to Instagram, here's Horror Witch. Happy Myers Monday, she says. And this was actually done by her mom. She says this was another one of the creations my mom made me for my birthday. Cute little abandoned Myers house in the fall painting. Yeah, that looks great. Awesome painting. I love the jack-o'-lantern. Yeah. Up next, also from Instagram, Blackheart 3x3. Gave her my heart. She gave me knitting needle to the neck. I've seen this image a couple, numerous times over the years with different captions and different text, but never gets old. And this one, she called Shay Myers is her name. It's SXUM Zart, Zoomzart, I think, Zoomzart. Anyway, it's Michael Myers fan art, as you can see, and I guess she's saying she did this in 1 hour 50 minutes. It's pretty damn impressive. And she did use the hashtag. This was actually posted, I think, for last Michael Myers Monday, but pretty awesome art. Like I said, people use it to show off their own collections, their own cosplay, their own art, their own ink, and oh yeah, and sometimes somebody who actually played Michael Myers participates too. Last week it was Tyler Main, and this is Gary J. Clayton, again talking about H4O, keeping the theme going tonight. If you don't know who Gary J. Clayton is, first of all, he played young Michael Myers in Halloween Resurrection. And if you're saying, but Matt, there is no young Michael Myers in Halloween Resurrection, that's right, because those scenes were not used in the final theatrical cut, but they were filmed and they are part of the deleted scenes and what was going to be the original intro to that film. Anyway, he was one of the many, many Michael Myers actors who were, again, thanks to Sean Clark at the H40 40 Years of Terror reunion event in 2018, and he posted, Gary did today, this photo. There's actually a couple photos from when they were all getting their photos taken, and actually right there in the center. I didn't plan this, Sean. I didn't know you were going to be here tonight. I swear I didn't. When I picked out that clip, I didn't know you were going to be here. And when I picked out this photo, and I didn't know you were going to be here. But there's Sean right in the middle of all those great Michael Myers actors. You see Dick Warlock in there. They're all in there. And there's minus Sean in that one. But such an amazing gathering, and again, always just kind of a trip when somebody like Gary Clayton, who actually played Michael Myers in one of the films, uses this hashtag. I mean, Tyler Mane does it pretty regularly now, which is pretty awesome. And if you remember in 2018, even Blumhouse was getting into it there for a little while, doing the Michael Myers Monday hashtag. David says he got that group, a pick with that group. Yeah, so you were in the Sean Clark spot there in real life. Awesome. Wow. That's awesome, man. Universal Talent Bookings says John Carpenter has nothing to do with Halloween anymore. In fact, he tried to put a cease and desist on the producers from producing new films of the franchise. Well, that's not exactly right. He is an executive producer of the current films, 2018, and he did write and perform the score with his son and godson for 2018 and for Kills, and we can assume pretty safe bet he's going to do the same for 18. So I don't know where you're coming from with he has nothing to do with Halloween anymore. He's definitely still involved in the franchise. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, moving on from that. But yes, David can attest. That lineup of Michael Myers men, just unbelievable. I mean, that was the largest gathering of performers that have played Michael Myers ever assembled. And Sean has said that he doesn't think it'll ever even happen again. So pretty unbelievable. But we all know Sean can put it together for a H45 with all of them again, right? All right, guys. Yeah, so that's what I got. And we're a little bit over an hour here, a little bit before midnight. If you guys got any questions or something that you want to chat about, let me know. I'm glad you guys liked that clip. Yeah, I thought that clip, again, if you've seen all the documentaries, you've heard pretty much all the stories. But I just think sometimes, and again, there's more from that panel, from that weekend on our YouTube channel. But if you've seen, it's sometimes it's just in context, and in the context of what we're talking about here, and just today in 2021, going into June 2021, and kind of looking back at what was the genesis of this whole thing 40 years ago. And you hear these guys, talk about, those initial meetings with Carpenter and just those initial things, getting it off the ground. I just think we need to cherish, their time to do these type of events, because we all know that, nothing lasts forever, and we're only here for a certain amount of time, and we've already lost some great people like Donald Pleasance and Mustafa Akkad, and so again, in the spirit of Memorial Day, let's remember some of our lost alums here, and really some of the founders, certainly with Mustafa, absolutely the godfather of the franchise, and Donald Pleasance. I mean, come on. So Michael Myers Memorial Monday. David's ready for age 45. Yeah, me too, man. Universal talent bookings. I have inside info. I work in the industry. John Carpenter not involved creatively. Okay, if you say so, but that's not what it's looking like. I mean, he's definitely involved creatively on the soundtrack, so um yeah, I mean, and again, that's one of the things that for me really made 2018 special was it did have that Carpenter score. And that's one of the things I think we're all really looking forward to with Kills as well. I mean, Alan Howarth did a great job carrying on that Carpenter feel for the films he did. But yeah, there's nothing like having the man himself there working on it with his current band, being involved as he wants to be in the way, in the capacity that he most wants to. So, yeah. Someone's asking if I'm going to film a review of Halloween Kills when it's out. I'll do a review certainly, and yeah, there will be a video version of it. Yeah, Saint, I think you're right. I think might be a bit of trolling for some reason. Do you know the difference between sampling his music and producing? Yeah, I know the difference of when he wrote it and recorded new music for the new films. Anyway, um, yeah, just gonna ignore that one. So what else, guys? Anything else out there this week that I missed? Like I said, I really think Universal Hollywood is probably going to announce, any day now that they're going to be opening for some sort of in-person events, if not full capacity, something like what Orlando's doing. And yeah, if that spec map is at all correct, and if they're that far along on construction, I mean, yeah, it's looking very much like a Season of the Witch maze is a very real possibility there. And again, like I've been saying, as far as trailer, who knows? I mean, we can make up tomorrow, and I know a lot of people are saying, we're thinking it's going to be closer to July because of the Purge, July 4th weekend. I mean, that could make sense. But one thing I was thinking about earlier today is you got to remember when the 2018 trailer dropped, that was on a Friday. And Jason Blum came out that Monday and said it's coming. And then there was a bunch of kind of goodies throughout the week leading up to it, stills, articles. And then it dropped on a Friday. Now, they weren't doing that to cash in on whatever movie was opening that weekend. Because if that was the case, it would have dropped Wednesday or Thursday to play opening night with that weekend's films. So, I don't think the Purge coming July 4th weekend necessarily means they would wait that long. I mean, I kind of am feeling more and more like it's going to be something similar to the marketing with the Purge, when it was just like one day Blumhouse shows up and is like, hey, we just got word from Universal, Purge trailers tomorrow. And then we get the trailer and a poster, and that was followed quickly by a bunch of stills, and now the movie's coming out in a month. So obviously they're not going to wait that long, like 2 months. But I do think that now that we're into June in 15 minutes, it definitely, in a poster. But like I've said, I mean, my expectations of a poster is as excited as I am. I mean, I feel like that last image we got is as good of a poster as they could possibly even release at this point. So, but we'll see. Byron saying June 12th trailer or 17th. Yeah, I mean, both of those are good guesses. Yeah. Okay, yeah. got rid of that guy because I don't know what he's talking about. I agree. Probably a bit of trolling. Yeah. But anyway, like I said last week, I mean, just looking at all the trailers that have been dropping, just even in the last since last Monday, even more stuff for this fall. Uh, and then you look at Universal's slate; they just dropped that. I think Universal does Shyamalan's films, the new one, Old. I think they just dropped that trailer this past week, and that's coming out this summer. Um, and then I keep forgetting, but we've got a new Candyman coming out as well. And I don't know, maybe they want to get all the marketing kickstarted on these summer releases before really doing the Halloween Kills marketing. I still think, Empire released that photo. I would be surprised if that's not related to an article that's going to be coming at some point. I would think like a fall movie preview. But, a fall movie preview, now that we're into summer, that could be released almost any time, certainly any time after July 4th, I would think. But who knows? Like I said, tomorrow's June 1st. We could wake up tomorrow with Jason Blum saying, hey, trailer's coming the next day. So we'll just have to wait and see. Byron's asking, which idea did I like more? His pitch for Halloween Generations or Halloween The Fate of Allison? I think The Fate of Allison was the one where she kind of becomes the killer. And the Generations was the anthology idea, I think. If I'm not getting them confused, Byron, I apologize if I am. I would want to see Allison kind of do the Jamie Lloyd thing that we never got. Like maybe she goes bad somehow. We have maybe even a female Myers for a movie or something. I'd be willing to see how that worked out, in the right hands. Again, though, not saying that's where they should go after these movies because I don't know where they're going with these movies. But with Byron's pitch. Yukino says, do you do these every Monday? Yes, we have been for quite a while now. We started last summer and then we took a little break, and this started mid-January. I've been doing them pretty steady here for the last few weeks, last few months now. Yeah, there will be some Mondays when I can't do this for whatever reason. It might be because we're on the road at some of these conventions, and a lot of times we're traveling home on Monday, and by the time we get home, I might not be able to do these. But yes, as far as the general plan, yeah, the idea is to do these every Monday and to keep connecting. And I think now we've kind of found our window. At the beginning, the 10:31 start time was just kind of 10:31. It just made sense, and I kind of purposely wanted to be out of it's all a work in progress, an experiment, dipping my toe in the live on camera stuff. But now I kind of like the idea that we're kind of late night. We're kind of and I think that you guys coming back each week, the ones that have found this broadcast, I hesitate to even call it a show because it's just me yapping. But it's but the fact that it's kind of become a thing now, yeah, I look forward to doing that. But we are going to do other lives, at other times and other days, and not only just talk about this franchise, but this is specifically, the time where, it was designed, the whole idea was to connect in a way that I wasn't feeling connecting on other platforms or here on YouTube even. Like I wanted to have this where we could, have this back and forth and and get feedback and also just to have a place where I can myself geek out, other formats like I do the Halloween show, and that's our pre-recorded, that's our news report. That's much more like what you would read on our website, which is actual, our journalistic news reporting. This is more, as I've said before, this is an opinion column. This is me being a fan, just kind of talking about what I think and what I'm excited about, and not necessarily, what the news is. Although, we're going to talk about the week's news every week, of course. So sorry that was a long way to say yes every Monday. Yep. But subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll go ahead and say that now, because I might forget later. The best thing, and I know why everybody always says it now, because not everybody does it. But yeah, if you subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications, you're not going to miss anything. And even when we do other lives and other stuff, I urge you all to come check that out, because we talk about a lot of other cool stuff, Halloween related, but not necessarily always franchise related. I mean, Michael Myers, obviously, that is a huge concentration on everything we do with Halloween Daily News. But it's certainly not the only thing, and it's not the only thing we do on this channel. Any of you that have subscribed from years ago, before even doing these lives, you've seen some of our convention coverage. And that's part of what we built this original audience here on this channel with. And so we're very excited. My wife and I are very excited to get back out to conventions. Like I was saying, Scares That Care, Mad Monster Expo, Labor Day weekend. Yeah, stuff like that. We're starting to get a little excited. We're a little bit nervous. It's kind of like culture shock after everything we've all been through. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit excited to get back out there. And now I feel like that we all have this connection, here on this channel, our coverage, that's going to bring another level of things. Because number one, we might run into some of you guys and you can go and say, hey, and that'll be great. But then the other thing will be that we can all, you guys can get a taste of where we're at. We can document in other ways, now that I'm not so weirded out about going live, I just accept that, yeah, I'm going to stutter and lose my train of thought every now and then, a few times a week. And, you guys are just going to be all right with that, or you'll stop watching. And then either way, that's the way it'll be. But now we can do stuff like, actually some live stuff at some of these events probably. And that's going to be very exciting. And of course, our usual coverage of photo galleries and panel coverage, panel reports, videos, interviews, all that good stuff. So yeah, starting to get a little bit excited, a little bit nervous still, but I'm completely vaxxed now, over 2 weeks out. And so yeah, just fingers crossed and hoping and praying everything's going to go well. And, but yeah, that's looking like it's going to be our first really trip out of town at all. Will be Williamsburg, the end of July 30th through August 1st. Oh man. Sean is saying that TMZ did a report on the guy. I did block the guy, yeah. 2 years ago for stalking Ola Ray, the chick from the Michael Jackson Thriller video. Yeah, oh my God. Man. Well, yeah. I don't know what the hell he's even talking about. I mean, John Carpenter doesn't have any creative involvement. I mean, at the very least, we know he had creative involvement in that soundtrack. I mean, and yeah, I mean, I believe David Gordon Green when they say that they went and met with Carpenter. I believe Malik Akkad. Again, I've shared those clips on here. You can find it on the 2018 panel. I've got highlights of that on this channel as well from H4O. And Malik was there, and he said that the very first thing he did when Dimension was shockingly out of the picture all of a sudden, the first move he made was to bring Carpenter back into the fold. And, so for somebody to say that, he's not, look, I think he's involved exactly where he wants to be. As I said, I mean, Carpenter, I feel like, and more power to him. He's living his best life right now, doing exactly the stuff he wants to be doing. And yeah, I mean, I don't blame him one bit. So, but yeah, I think we're just lucky and gifted with that he is doing the soundtrack for these new movies. That just really completes it all. Oh my gosh. Sean, I'm reading these comments. He threatened to kill you, Steve Dash, and Richard Brooker 3 years. Oh my God, years ago. Holy shit. Wow. Phil's getting his second shot next Friday. Good on you, man. Ryan, thank you, man. Thank you. Ariel Rivera says, I think the trailer will drop in June sometime. That's just my personal opinion. I've said June based on 2018. But again, in 2018, that poster dropped 6 months to the day before the release of the movie. But I still kind of feel like there's a good chance in the next 2 weeks that it could drop. I mean, you think about that. I mean, June, what are we, 4 months out now? I mean, yeah, Halloween, it's not Star Wars, but it's also, it's bigger than The Purge. I'd argue it's bigger than Candyman or Old, Not that they were hyping any of those much more in advance than this. I mean, Candyman, obviously. But, again, this is just my stream of thought. But yeah, I kind of agree that June, if I had to guess. I know a lot of people are thinking July. I would think if it's July, it's either going to be like July 1st, like right before July 4th weekend, or like Monday, July 5th. Is like, okay, that holiday's over. That means summer's basically over for all intents and purposes. Now we can look forward to Halloween. That's just my thinking, but we'll all have to wait and see. Yeah, that's shocking, Sean, about that guy threatening to kill you guys. I cannot believe that. Sean's asking if we're doing Mad Monster Arizona. No, we're not going to make it to that one, unfortunately. Yeah, just haven't been able to put that together. Yeah, Evans invited us and tried to get us out there a couple times, and I'd love to. As you know, and as these guys that watch me regularly on here know, I'm always talking about Mad Monster. That's our favorite annual event, and I broke our heart not to be there this past February. And no, we're not going to be Arizona, but we are going to be at his Labor Day event back here in Carolina, Mad Monster Expo that he just put out on social media and stuff a few days ago. So, are you going to be there, man? Because we love to see. I was telling these guys, I'm sure he's going to have a sick lineup. They haven't even announced any guests yet, but I'm sure the expo. What they told me when I inquired is he said it's going to be a lot very similar to Mad Monster Party, but with a little bit more sci-fi, a little bit more fantasy, but actually a lot more as far as the vendors of like haunt related and even Halloween specific related vendors. And when Sue, my wife, and we heard about it and the date of Labor Day, we were just like, oh yeah, we got to make it back out to that one because we were just miserable in February not being there, but it wasn't time yet. But I feel like by then it will be time. But we are going to Scares That Care charity weekend in Williamsburg. Patrick says if we look at that guy's channel, he doesn't seem to have any inside info. Only info is coming from inside his head. Yeah, he clearly, and again, somebody making threats like that and has a reputation like that. Yeah, we don't need that around here. That's, I don't, I'm not gonna tolerate trolls in general, but yeah, hearing that, I had no idea. But yeah, we're not going to tolerate any of that. That's got no place here. And as I've said, we're here, having a good time. Anyway, this is just a fun geek out, fun just kind of talk about things, and not trying to really rag on anybody in general during something like this or anytime really. That's not what I'm trying to use this platform for. But yeah, don't come in here picking on my man Carpenter and then not have your fucking facts straight. Yeah. So, yeah, he's out of here. All right. It looks like it is almost midnight according to my clock. clock's about to strike midnight. Officially be June 2021. Another month closer, another week closer to the return of Michael Myers and all that's going to come with that. And there is going to be a lot that's going to come with that. It's funny. We've got Sean in here. I was watching you guys, you and Christopher earlier. Christopher commented on last week's live video in the comments. I don't know if anybody saw, and I saw it and I was like, that's cool, but I don't know if that's really Christopher Nelson. That could be a troll or something. But then I saw it was the same account that was that interacting with you, Sean, tonight, and then he came and he's gave a message to me, but I think it was collectively to all of us after watching last week's live. I guess Christopher's message was, "Hang in there, you're gonna get what you want." So as we've been saying, it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. I think we know we're gonna get that. Thanks, guys. The devil times 5. Yes, David Suber. Yes, Sean. We're all regular viewers of you guys. You can ask anybody in this chat. Sorry, I'm gonna move. Sean, not kissing your butt. I'm being for real that I'm always talking about you guys, and y'all are the only show that I watch, and these guys all watch you guys too. You and Christopher and all your videos. So again, thank you, Sean, for coming out and for the great lead-in tonight. I was like, man, this is awesome. We got an all-star lead-in for all the Myers fans tonight because I saw some of our people like Ryan over there. So I appreciate that. So thanks for coming and enjoying some of the fun tonight. And of course, to all of you, whether this was your first time here or you're one of our returning friends, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Like I said, you guys make it all worth it every time. It's always just like, is anybody going to watch tonight? Is anybody going to, but as always, you guys make it fun. And now, I look forward to this every week. And even when we got no news, we make it fun. And wow, now it's already been 90 minutes. So Patrick says, I think we all finished watching Sean and Christopher and came over here. Yes. See, you hear that? That's right. Yes. Because those guys are awesome and you guys are all awesome and we are all part of this one giant thing. Ariel says, I'm excited to see Lindsay Wallace's character and what she will bring to Halloween Kills. Absolutely, Ariel. I agree. I am so excited that they got Kyle Richards back as Lindsay Wallace. And I can't wait to see. I hope it's more than just like a quick cameo or something. I know some of these returning legacy actors, it might be very brief. And I'm preparing that might be the case. With her specifically, and I got a feeling with Tommy, but especially with Lindsay, I'm hoping that's not the case. And that's something else, guys. I'll put the link down here. It's funny that you mentioned that. I did interview Kyle Richards way back in 2013. And she said way back then, because I asked everybody long before they got these current movies off the ground, anybody from the franchise that I ever interviewed, I would always ask them, if they were to give you a call and have you come back in some capacity, either as that character, another character, a cameo, anything, would you do it? And, almost always they all said yes. But Kyle, and this was right when, she was really, really getting known in a big way for her Housewives series. But yeah, she told me then, back in 2013, she would so come back in a second, and it's always her ringtone every October, and this was back in 2013. So when 2018 came out, she made those comments that she'd love to come back. It just made total sense to bring her back, and I'm glad that they have her playing the role. So I totally agree with you. All right, awesome. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Summit. Thank you, Ryan. That's right. One big family, one big happy Halloween family. Ken, keep it killer. You too, brother. You keep it killer. David, thank you. Awesome. Awesome. Are you ready? Summit called for it, Ryan. Yep. Love some Corn. Like I said, we're gonna talk more metal and more rock and more music one of these nights too. But check out that playlist and tell me what you think. And then if it inspires you, tell me what other songs you can remember where Michael might have just been listed, mentioned just in passing, even in the lyrics. Because some of them you'll hear he's just kind of mentioned. Others it's actually about the franchise. But I know there's lots more out there. So, all right, everybody. That's what I got for this week. That's the show. Once again, thanks for being here. Happy Michael Myers Monday, everybody. All right, guys. I'm Matt Arts for Halloween Daily News. Thanks for watching, and happy Michael Myers Monday.